Welcome to another episode of Uncompetent and Inqualified. Did I say that right?
You said that beautifully, but you
okay,
had
thank you.
In your eye.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I had to think about it a few times before I said it, you know?
Yeah.
But welcome. I'm Joey. We got Will on. We got Jared on again.
Welcome back, Jared.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
How's it been going in North Dakota? Any more snow?
No, it's been pretty calm. It's actually warming up now, almost spring-like.
So you're in a cabin somewhere deep in the woods, correct?
Deep in the woods. Yeah.
Yep. Off a logging trail.
Cafe Elite.
Your finger is blocking the Elite part.
Oh,
so
it's Cafe Elite. They're definitely not a sponsor, but if you guys could start giving me free coffee at some point, that would be great.
You gotta learn how to hold the cup without blocking the label. There's a technique to it.
Oh wait, hold on.
It's gonna be awkward, and you can't really drink, but it's about
there. The light's kind of.
Your sleeve is screwing it.
Oh, there we go. CafeElite.com.
Okay.
If you're interested, if you maybe leave them a comment and say, hey, hook this man up with some free coffee, merch, I don't know, whatever.
Great energy drinks.
Unofficial sponsor at this point, right?
And if they say, hey, we'll give the guy a punch card, that's bullshit. Like, no, I want free coffee without having to buy a coffee to get free coffee.
My personal favorite is the Wave. That's a good drink.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, if they just give us anything at this point, that would be kind of sponsor-ish, so that'd be a win for us.
Yeah, just free stuff. Like, we don't even need to get paid. Like, just give us free stuff.
If you give Joey one free coffee, I'll feel accomplished.
Oh,
yeah.
Free t-shirt. Free t-shirt would be sweet.
Do they have t-shirts?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
They got t-shirts, mugs.
I prefer using my Google Pixel on the weekends and weekdays for all of my phone events and activities in case Google wants to sponsor us, Well, most people are like, Samsung Galaxy or iPhone. I just figured maybe Google Pixel's looking for a partner,
And if you don't choose,
they're not that big.
Fuck you.
Yeah. I like
good
it.
point. And since Joey mentioned Samsung, I would just like to say I'm a proud owner of the newest Samsung phone, in which has served me very well and has served this podcast and all our enterprises very well too. So we're open to sponsorships from Google, Samsung, really anyone out there, Cafe Elite. No one's beneath us. Dasani.
That's Coca-Cola, by the way. That's big. That's big time in it.
Dasani is actually, there's a spring water deep in the mountains of Alaska.
Purest fucking water you'll ever have. Purest water in the world.
Yes, it's imported. Glacier Pure Spring. It's actually a glacier that feeds into a spring and then purifies itself.
It's triple mountain filtered. Yep. It's incredible.
Yep. So, anyways, throwing that out there for any potential advertisers. But how are we doing today?
Well, I got a new show, and so I'd say probably like the last year I've been getting into like shows, and I don't know if you guys do this or not, but so I don't look at how many seasons there are or how many episodes there are like currently, and so I'll just start binge watching a show and just be surprised, and the most like rejecting feeling is like you get 2 episodes in, and then that's it. And you're like, motherfucker, now I gotta wait week to week. But like, there's been shows where like I get into a deep dive, and I'm like on season 4, and I'm like, man, this roller coaster just doesn't fucking stop. Like, this is amazing.
Where you're like hoping it doesn't end, right?
Right. Like one of them I watched was The Rookie, this cop show.
That's a good
I got into it, and I was like, I thought it was a brand new show. I thought, oh, okay, I'm gonna get about 4 episodes in. 8 seasons. I about pissed myself when I got it was like. I mean, I had a month and a half of watching. Like, that's what I like is to binge watch these shows after they've been out for a while. So anyways, I found a new show, new to me. I won't spoil how many seasons there are in case you guys want to partake. But it's like a post-apocalyptic or but like post-war, like nuclear bomb type deal. Kind of like Fallout, but it's called Paradise. It's pretty good. It's not bad. It took me a few episodes to get into it, but yeah, it's pretty good. And so I just hit the end. I won't tell you where I'm at, but
That's a sad
I'm
moment
caught up.
when you start seeing the upcoming episodes just shrink.
Yeah, like 2 episodes left, and then it's over.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck.
And you realize, worst case, you realize it's already been discontinued.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best case, you're like, oh man, I gotta wait a whole another year.
Yeah. You get done with that first season, and you're like, okay, I gotta Google this to see when the next season's coming out, because you know it's done. And then you're like, oh, it's from 2021, and you're like, motherfucker, they're not making another season. This is it.
Yeah.
I just wasted like 2 weeks of my life.
Yeah, you're like too late. Yeah, because that's the funny thing is, they'll play it and like nobody, like a lot of shitty ratings, nobody will watch it, and then 3 years after they like stop the episode, it'll go like it'll finally catch on and become huge, but they already fucking canceled it.
Yeah. So that was my new show, Paradise. Feel free to check it out on Hulu.
Paradise.
If Hulu's Paradise Hulu.
Okay.
If anybody's interested in I believe they've got membership starting out at $9.99. Going up from there.
Great price.
Yeah.
Great live
from Hulu.
TV option, too, if you need live TV.
All the way up to live TV. They don't stop. So
Shout out to Hulu.
Yeah.
Should we feel bad just about how shameless we are, just trying to get anybody to? It's like, is this sad?
Fuck.
No. Okay.
No, because you want to know something, like, if they actually saw this, like, let's say a CEO accidentally stumbled upon this, they're probably laughing their ass off. They're like,
felt sorry for us.
No, they're laughing all the way. Like, they're showing the boardroom on Monday, like, in their Monday morning meeting, and they're like, look at these fucking idiots. Like, they're giving us a free plug, and they're never going anywhere. Like,
like, let's throw them $100,000. Like, let's just throw them $100,000 and see what happens. Like, it's like a drop in the bucket. Like, what do we?
That would be sweet. That would be sweet.
Yeah. That put the pressure on.
Yeah, and then I thought of another one too that was kind of funny to me. Is like, so I don't want to. We won't go too long on it because I know I've been talking about like health and stuff. But I did have a funny one. So when I went in to the ER, and they're like, "How much do you weigh?" And I'm like, 250, which wasn't even fucking close, right?
250.
And yeah, so it just got me thinking, like, like women lie about their weight and age, and so like I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm over 100 pounds off from what I said. Like, the motherfucker's sitting there like, there ain't no way, man. Yeah. And like, and then they go to weigh you. They're like, oh, okay, step on the scale, like, right? So like, I mean. So on my paperwork, like when I got discharged, it said 250 on it. Like they never changed it until like later when they actually weighed me. But anyways, I just thought that was funny. Like, so I like as a man, you're like, oh yeah, whatever. You lie and then you hop on the scale and you're probably like whatever. But like women tend to lie about their age and weight, and you're not supposed to ask them. And like, I want to know what their reaction would be if, say, they were like 250 and they told them they were like 150 and they're like, okay, get on the scale. Like, would they be like, no, there's no way in hell? Like, or would they still lie after they stepped on the scale? Or, like, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the hospital's not there to protect feelings. Like, I think it's funny that they asked you and then they threw you on a scale.
I think
like,
it's funny if
why even ask you if they're gonna throw you on a scale? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when you get your driver's license and they have to weigh you at the licensing. Like,
they're
putting this weight on your license.
Well, they're just gonna take your word for it. But
medical,
like the doctors or nurses, they all know. They're like. They're like, oh yeah, you weigh 160. You'd be like, yeah, that was the last time I weighed myself. Yeah.
But no, that's a good point that Jerry brought up because I lie on my ID all the time too. I think I'm like 220 on my ID, and I've only been 220 I think twice in my life.
Year-old weight on my license.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever adjusted mine.
But you see, here's the difference between men and women. It's like, well, in general, a lot of men will lie to make their weight go up, right? Like, be like, like I'm 260. Like, so it just takes muscle, bro.
Yeah, but that's why I wanted to ask you.
Women always want to be smaller. Like, no, like dudes that work out, like guys, like fitness dudes, they lie up for sure.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, you work out, so like, are you the opposite of us, where you're like 275 full muscle, 100% bitch? Like, I mean, Yeah.
No, I mean, like, yeah, like, but yeah, for sure, 100%. Like,
And then you step
like,
on the scale and it's 250, and you're looking at your doctor and you're like, "Don't tell the nurses."
Okay.
Like,
so here's the deal. Like, I weigh myself like on a Friday morning, which is like my lightest weight, right? My heaviest weight would be like a Sunday night, right? Because I just spent the weekend, right? Like, it depends. Like, if I give my weight, like you might give the Sunday night weight, be like, yeah, I'm 240, as opposed to like, you know, the Friday morning, maybe I'm 225. Right, so for sure, like, especially, like, and I'm not like that much into it where I give a shit, but like the bodybuilders and shit, like those dudes, they go whatever, like whatever the highest weight they've recorded is their weight, 100%.
so do you think when I've been pulled over in the past, like, and like, you know, the officer gets in his car and he's like radioing it in, he's like, yeah, suspect says he's 220, but he's definitely a 350. Like, do you think they're just laughing it up, chopping it up back there? Like, you know, taking some photos. Like, he comes up with this camera and he's like pointing it in my window, trying to get me on camera. Like, check this motherfucker out. Like,
this dude says he's 220, and then they put a picture of your face, and then they put you on a group text. Yeah, for sure.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I think that makes sense.
So how was your rock house session?
Oh yeah, for those who aren't following us, myself and Daniel, a previous podcaster that has not been uploaded yet. We will get that figured out very soon. But Daniel, he was up 2 episodes ago, came over and we had a little jam session. So
are you actually like playing the real guitar or just playing like Guitar Hero?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend not to be insulted by that question.
That's a great question.
I mean,
and if you are doing Guitar Hero, are you on like extreme hard or easy, beginner? Like, what are we talking here? If it is Guitar Hero,
that's actually a great question because I recently saw a video. I should post it if I was better with the interwebs, but of the guy that beat Guitar Hero in Through the Fire, right? That's the name of the song by Dragon Force.
The hardest one. Yeah,
he beat it at 200% speed, and this dude's just like clicking and people were asking, like, at this point, is it harder to play this on Guitar Hero than an actual guitar? And people decided, like, yes. Like, at the speed this guy was playing, like, and I'm just going to ask those out there to just Google guy playing, Dragon Force Through the Fire at 200% speed. You'll see. This guy, like, it shows everything just moving across the screen crazy fast, and all his fingers are going fucking crazy. So, anyways, that's a great question when it comes to that. So, yes, there are people that are so good at Guitar Hero that it would just be honestly easier to learn a guitar.
So you guys were playing Guitar Hero. You didn't answer our question.
Ourselves. No, we were playing guitar ourselves.
So how long have you been playing guitar?
So personally, like, I've been playing off and on. Like, I can still consider myself a beginner. Like, I'm not great. I'm not good at all. But I still consider myself a beginner just because I'll play, I'll get a little better, and then I'll just stop for, like, 10 years. Like, so I just got back into it. Daniel's pretty decent. Like, Daniel, he's learned some scales, and he can kind of, like, so I can play some chords, you know, and then he'll kind of solo over them. So Daniel's got some moves. Daniel's pretty decent. So we played some classics. So we played Brown Eyed Girl, Van Morrison. We played like some Clapton, Tears in Heaven, you know, like.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't want to be a part of it at all.
Well, we are still
cool.
looking. We're still looking for more instrumentalists and vocalists, Joey. So you're welcome. It would really be helpful if you picked up bass or drums. But I guess
heard Joey's voice. He's like Fergie. He's so good.
Yeah, Fergie and Jesus put together.
Yeah,
Fergie and Jesus.
Yeah, just like Step Brothers.
I thought it'd be more masculine than Fergie, but
Nah, yeah, you think so, but yeah, I hit the fucking high notes like Mariah Carey. It's pretty crazy.
Well, shit, man. If you can sing like Fergie, man, you're in a heartbeat.
I mean, you got to fucking put all your glassware way in the back.
Oh, it'll just break.
Shatter. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Right now, I'm doing the singing, and I'm an okay singer. Like I'm like a singer that if you don't have a real singer, like I can sing, but I'm not like a
So is that from doing a lot of karaoke? Did you do a lot of karaoke when? Yeah.
Oh well, I'm married to a Filipino, so that's
yeah.
what. Yeah, like every time they get together, fucking karaoke mania.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what my favorite karaoke is? Is that what's that song that?
Honky Tonk Badonkadonk?
No. But
actually, Red Solo Cup?
Is that Garth Brooks song.
Friends in Low Places.
Friends in Low Places.
That must be like one of the top. No, I think Friends in Low Places is probably one of the top ones. Yeah.
But no, who sings that song? Like, I got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, maybe.
Oh God,
Wheatus.
That's horrible.
That's a great karaoke song.
Yeah, I think I could sing better than that. If we're
I am Joey.
Yeah.
I would love to invite you to our next jam session. But you need to contribute something.
Well, are we doing heavy metal? Like, am I just like fucking yelling, or like what are we doing?
There's zero heavy metal. Like,
because I feel like heavy metal I could do. I just gotta yell. Like I just gotta like.
Yeah, that's why we don't.
Yeah.
We don't. We don't.
I mean, we could do that. Like, we could do that.
No, but we don't do that. Like those aren't like.
I didn't know you guys already set ground rules on your first day of fucking patty cake.
Well, we're not metal. Like we're not metal. Or like like I said, like if you can sing some Van Morrison, some like maybe some Clapton, like if you can sing some, you gotta have a little bit of range.
I could do Eric Clapton.
Can you do any Eagles?
Yeah, Hotel California.
Oh wow, that's a hard one. Nobody can do Hotel California. Desperado. Oh shit! If you could do Desperado.
But Eric Clapton. If we're gonna do Eric Clapton, we gotta do like Layla or something.
That's a good one. But we're not. See, here's the problem.
Or Sam Hunt. Sam Hunt, like he actually just talks in his song. Like I could be like, "Yo, we're going down the back road. Yo, let's go, Will." Like, how hard is that?
Is that country? Because we're not very good.
It's country. So you don't do country. You don't do heavy metal. Like, boy, you guys are really select with your. I mean.
Well, so far we have about one practice under our belt. So really, we did a couple. Like I said, we did a couple Clapton songs. We did an Eagles song, and I think that was it. Or Van Morrison.
I can come out there and play the saxophone for you guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No problem.
I think I should just be the fucking band manager because it sounds like your practice today sucked.
Oh, so you're just gonna sit there? You're not gonna contribute. You're just gonna boss us around.
No, that's contributing. I'm gonna tell you guys what to play, and you're gonna play it.
Were both of you drinking makers today?
No, Daniel doesn't do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
I guess Daniel's Daniel's gonna be like the straight edge person of the band. I'm gonna be the guy that like ODs.
You're gonna be drinking the whiskey and snorting.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like the Cobain, Hendrix, I probably only got 2 years left on this planet at this rate.
I do want to say now, y'all haven't seen it yet, but you will when you see the Daniel video. We were supposed to have Mustafa on. We actually gave kind of a good teaser about it, and he was not able to be on here. He's actually, I could say he quit Marpac.
He's no longer
to take care of some.
We don't like to speak in specific names, but he did quit the company we're previous.
Yeah, to take care of some personal matters. He may be back, and so we had a good long talk, and it was cool. It was like, it was very meaningful. And so, anyways, just in case there are 2 people out there wondering where our other guest was today, the goal was to have him on, but. He said that, and maybe a later on date down the road that he will join us. So you'll have to wait. You have to wait for that one.
We're all waiting. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
So Will,
Yes, sir.
you gonna go to Vegas with us in August?
Man, I wish I could, but it's just not looking realistic. Because Jen's going to, like, Jen already had a Vegas trip planned. Jen, my wife, like a week before you guys already had.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nah,
Which he's not going to.
No, she.
So I asked him, like, why does that affect you? Why can't you come down?
Oh, well, because then we're doing a camping trip a week. Because that's like my birthday, bro.
So come to Vegas for your birthday.
Look, I would love to come to Vegas with you guys, but like that's like our time. It's just a bad timing, man. Like if you guys were going in, well, yeah.
It's like 5 months away.
It's like
So she can go to Vegas without you, but you can't go without her.
Yeah.
I could, but we are doing a trip together right after that. It's both of our birthdays. Like our birthdays are like
it's my
2
birthday
days
too,
apart.
so you know.
Yeah. I think that, he just doesn't want to go. He's got his new friend Daniel, and one thing I'll say,
camping with us, it's gonna be great.
One thing that's funny, and I don't know if like subliminally I just do it just like to like get under Will's skin or like whatever, but you're the only one that I have an attitude with of you making new friends. Like every time you make a new friend, I'm like so hard on you about it, and I don't know why.
Because I
don't do it for anybody else, but I'm like,
yeah, he's very.
Yeah, I'm possessive. Like no, you're fucking mine. Like I don't know what causes that.
Yeah, there's been like times where like we'd be working with like you remember the maintenance person at Uncle Bob.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were blown out with him. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you got a new best friend. Oh, is that what this is now? He's your new best friend. Oh, well, I guess I'll just sit over here in the corner and never talk to you again. Like that kind of shit.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I still don't like it. No. And now you got Daniel, like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I don't think you need to worry about Daniel. Like, Daniel, we just probably going to jam out every couple weeks.
No, next thing you know, you guys will be touring the fucking U.S. and I'll just be here making videos. I'll just be incompetent.
I was invited to your house, right? I mean.
Oh, speaking of that, let's have a follow-up. So like 3 episodes ago, I think we were bitching, Will was bitching that I haven't been to his house and they've lived there over a year, and he invited me, and I told him how, hey, just come over whenever you want is not an invite. Like, you got to give a day and time. So the day after that podcast, I felt so, like, shitty that I knew I had to go over to his house. So luckily I was able to surprise him because he'd sent me the house listing when they bought it, and so I had to dig through some old texts and I found it. So I showed up at the door, and wouldn't you know, as I knocked on the door, they opened it and they were about to take their dog for a fucking walk. If I would have came 2 minutes later, there would have been nobody home, and I would have wasted a trip out there. So anybody that invites somebody to their house, give them a day, give them a time, and then say stop by.
Whatever, dude. No,
Yep.
that's bullshit. First of all, like when I say stop over anytime, that means stop over anytime. But it also means like, hey man, I got a couple hours. Is this a good time? It doesn't mean like just surprise the person. It means, hey, I'll stop by. Because yeah, that's not how it works. Like if I say stop by anytime, it doesn't mean I have to be like, hey, can you come over on Sunday at 1:00? That's not what that means.
Yeah,
Did they invite you in, or did they say, get the
they did.
Let me say, the dog did not go for a walk. We invited Joey.
No.
We gave him the grand tour. We sat him down. Him and I hung out. It was great. Like, we're like, yeah, for sure.
The dog may as well have went for a walk. That motherfucker was tired when I got done with him. That sounds wrong.
Yeah.
That sounds wrong. But man, that dog loved.
Orion hasn't been able to really walk straight.
I don't know what it is with your dog, but he loves me. It's like,
he loves you. Yeah.
And I love dogs and cats and stuff. Like, I love animals, but that dog, like, man, he would not leave my side. That's yeah.
No, we've never. Orion's never been as happy for anybody to come over as Joey in the year we've lived here. So he loves you about as much as he can love anyone.
Yeah, I wish I owned a doggy daycare. I'd take him in during the days.
Well, you don't need a doggy daycare. You can still take him in.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Another little update. So remember how I got my crash when I was on the phone with you with my truck, Will?
Yeah.
So back in 2024, pulled out in front of a guy. It was my fault, like an idiot. It was early morning, and it's hard to remember now, but I am almost positive that he did not have his headlights on, and he had a gray car, and it was overcast, so it was a little hard to see him.
He didn't have insurance, did he?
He didn't have insurance, didn't have a license. That's another thing that pisses me off. He shouldn't have even been on the road, but somehow he can come after me. So anyways, so this has been going on for a year and a half, and everything I was told, because I haven't been in a lot of accidents, especially that ones that were my fault. And so I didn't know, so I was like looking online and stuff, and they say they take about a year to settle. Well, it's been a year and a half, and so I've been trying to get a hold of my case manager like nonstop, like once a month. I'm like, I want updates, and all she says is, oh, we're talking to their attorney. Oh, they're talking to us, or oh, they haven't responded, and they're so vague. And I'm like, so finally. So after a year and a half, you're thinking it's like D-Day's coming, right? You're thinking like they're gonna decline your insurance and they're gonna come after you and sue you, even though I ain't got shit to my name. But still, the threat is kind of still there, so I'm sitting here for a year and a half wondering, and so and my policy limit's like $100,000 or something like that for bodily injury. So anyways. So I emailed her Friday morning, and I'm like, look, I'm tired of this. Like, I want to know where it's at. I want to know how far we're off. Like you keep saying that they're rejecting offers. Like, so I'm thinking like we're in the $200,000 to $300,000 range. I'm like, oh god, this guy's gonna sue the shit out of me. She writes me back, and she's like, they rejected an offer of $10,248 or something. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, you couldn't have told me that like a year ago. And so I kept my cool. I didn't totally go out, but I emailed her back, and I'm like, so it sounds like we're well below my threshold. And she goes, oh yeah, unless barring something really drastic with his medical stuff, you should be fine. Why couldn't she say that? Like, why? Like, all this time I've been asking her for more information, and she's like so vague. And then,
well, that's just it. Like,
it's like.
That's just like that's the point, though.
He probably got
like,
deported by ICE by now.
Probably.
Well, let's not. We shouldn't probably say that, but
is that potentially true?
He was, yeah. I don't know what nationality, but yeah.
No license, no insurance.
No license, no insurance, and he was pissed. Here's what pisses me off. When he hit me, like, I mean, he was going 50 miles an hour. It's a main road. Like, the speed limit's 45. And so when I pulled out in front of him and he T-boned me, like, he was going 50. Like, it was a bad accident. And so he was the first to get out of the car. Like, I was in shock. I thought I killed the fucking guy. And so he gets out and he's all pissed off. And then his brother shows up with the insurance. It was his brother's car. It wasn't even his car. And his brother comes up to me and he's like, it's okay, man. And he's all smiles. He's like, it's okay. And so I'm like, what's going on? Like, the whole attitude just changed, like, drastically, right? And so, yeah, looking back on it now, like, yeah, they were planning it up, but he was the first person out of the car, and yeah, I get it, like, adrenaline's, like, gonna make you move around a little more, like, you're pissed and stuff, but so I don't want to say that he wasn't injured, because you never know, but yeah, he was definitely moving around fine. Like, he was fine when he got out, but
that's just it. You're not gonna get $600,000 settlement with no insurance, with no driver's license. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm surprised they didn't take the $10,000 that was offered to him. Like, that's just it. Like, yeah, in a perfect scenario, like, if he had insurance, had a license, was doing his thing, he probably could have. Yeah, they probably could have milked it for all they want. But like, your insurance has a pretty good case to be like, this person shouldn't have been on the fucking road. Period. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then she also told me yesterday, like, she gave me so much information. Like, she actually wrote me back a decent email, and it's like, that's probably what pissed me off the most, was I've been asking for this information. And the other thing too now, so when I first got in the accident, I'll go ahead and say their name. I don't give a fuck. Progressive, like, did me dirty. So, like, they didn't even send me a letter or anything saying that my insurance rates went up. So, like, 3 days before my payment was going through, they jacked my insurance up, and I had a good record. So, it was like, they jacked my insurance up from, like, $200 a month for both my cars and everything else I have. And it went up to $750. And I called him and I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, you cancel it right now. And I said, you're not charging me that. So they're also probably pissed that they're also probably feeling like, well, he's not even a part of Progressive anymore, but it's still their job to represent me no matter what.
Did you cancel altogether?
Oh, 100%. I dropped everything I had with them. Yeah, I was like, no, it's all. They're like, oh, but you're going to drive without insurance. And I'm like, well, it obviously fucking works to drive without insurance. You get paid for it if you get hit. So, I mean,
insurance is such a fucking scam. I mean, it is.
To a certain point.
You got a point. Yeah, if people without it, it's a scam in the way that I need to have uninsured motorists. Like, I need to pay for insurance for people that hit me without insurance. That's what the scam is. Yeah. Like, wait, why do I have to have insurance to pay for people that don't have insurance?
And then if you have insurance and you get in an accident, they're gonna jack up your price or fucking drop you. I mean, it's such bullshit.
You're right. Generally, even if you're not at fault, they're still gonna screw your rates up.
Yeah, well, and then when I went down the rabbit hole of finding a new insurance company, it was, oh my God, I think you were still out here, Jared, when I was doing all that. Yeah. That was like every day I was on the phone, like, with 3 different insurance companies. And the problem I was making was they would ask me how much I was paying, and I'd be like, oh, they jacked my rates up to $750. Don't ever tell them how much the other company is. Then they'd be like, oh, we'll beat that with $650. So then I went to State Farm, and I'll plug them because hell yeah. Anyway, State Farm, you want a deal? I'll be your new Jake. So the guy asked me, he's like, how much are you paying now? And I'm like, make me an offer. I'm not disclosing anything. And he's like, all right. And then he comes in at like, I want to say it was like $350 or $400, but anyways, they knocked off another $100 on my homeowners. So actually, I ended up paying the same amount that I was paying for Progressive before the accident. And so, So anyways, but I dropped them like cold turkey, and then it was just like it was quite interesting going through the insurance. Like, once I didn't tell them how much Progressive jacked me up, like, the prices would get lower and lower. But anyways,
dude, it's crazy. Out there, I was paying for my car and truck about $550 a month for Progressive. I get back here to North Dakota, I switch insurance companies, $100 a month, full coverage on my truck and my car.
See, I don't know how you paid so much. See, even out here, like with the homeowners insurance, and I got added coverage for. See, I got added coverage for like stuff in the house, like, you know, like memorabilia and stuff like that, and like so I got like an extra like $15,000 to cover that. And I think it's like I think I pay under $400 a month.
$650 is crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've generally never had two. But you also had like a performance car too, so that probably didn't help.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going 0 to 60 in a great amount of speed there with my little Tucson.
But my car is like really safe too. It's like one of the safest.
It is, but it's still performance. Yeah, but it's got a turbo. It's still performance car.
It's a commuter car.
A commuter car. Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I guess the moral of that last part of that story is you got to call, like Comcast, man. Like those guys, man, they will keep upping your bill over the years.
That's a different situation though, because like you can't, like, you have what's available to you when it comes to cable company. Like you can't just like there's only so many places that'll serve your area, right? Like,
Yeah, but I mean, like, so I learned at a young age. So, like, and he's gonna, if he ever watches this, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. One of my buddy's dads, like his dad was, I mean, a shark when it came to that shit. Like, I'd go over to his house after school, and he'd be like on the phone with insurance, like whatever. I mean, whatever he had to bill with, he'd be like, oh, you can do better. Oh, you can do. I want to talk to your like. He's who taught me how to talk to like customer service. I mean, the guy would like, yeah, he would nickel and dime, and he would waste like 2 hours of his day. But if he'd knock like $20 off of his monthly bill, that adds up over time. And if you could do it like 4 or 5 different bills that you have, like, you obviously can't do it on everything. You aren't gonna call like Hulu and say, "Yo, you're $99.99 for your live TV. I want a better deal."
Yeah.
But like places like Comcast, your whatever. I mean, their insurance, their phone. Yeah, I mean, yeah, take the time, call them. When stuff gets outrageously expensive, like, what do we got to do to get this bill down? Like, normally they'll cut you a rate. I mean,
yeah, sure, for sure. No, I agree with that. Like, even like your cable company, which like I said, cable companies are generally by area. Like, you can't, like, you only have so many options depending on where you live. But even that said, like, you're right. If you want to haggle with your cable company, Xfinity or whoever, and if you want to threaten to leave and blah blah blah, well, you're right. You can generally get some kind of discount just like they'll offer you something if you just say you're gonna leave. Even if you don't have that many options.
Yeah.
Have you looked into that Starlink or anything at all? Or
no, I haven't. I mean, I know that they installed it on one of our projects that we just finished up, but I don't. It's like temporary, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know anybody that's. Well, no, I think a guy at work had it. I think he said he really liked it. He was really remote though, so I don't think he could have.
Yeah, I think when it 100%. I know what you're talking about. I think when it comes to really remote locations, I think it's probably a decent.
Because back here in the sticks, people.
Yeah.
I know a couple people that have it.
But I looked into it just price wise. Like, I guess so. When you asked if I looked into it, I didn't like look like as in like really getting it, but I looked into it just kind of like I don't know, Googling it one day. And I'll tell you what, the prices are like double what Comcast. Like in Comcast is outrageous too. It's not cheap. Right now it's meant for people that are strictly remote and have to use it. But I think the price will come down over time, like the more people that use it. But right now it's really expensive. Like it wouldn't benefit you.
I don't know if they'll ever be able to compete with like main cable company. I just don't because they require satellites. So
I do like the fact, though, if you go on vacation, you're out of town for a couple weeks, 3 weeks, you can turn it off and they won't charge you for that 2 weeks.
Well, and you could like if you own a fifth wheel or something, it's something you could take with you. Like it's a good option for that. But it's just because it's just totally different. They, like I said, they operate using satellites, so they're higher operating costs, so it's going to cost a little more. I think it just has a different place than like your standard cable.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yep.
What else we got?
Jared, anything new with you?
Not really. Might go do some ice fishing tomorrow.
How's the hills of North Dakota treating you?
The hills? What hills?
The Black Hills?
That's farther south, Will.
Okay, it's all the same.
It's all the same.
Yeah. How much snow you guys got? How much snow you got? Yeah.
Not much right now. It's kind of. It hasn't snowed here in a while. So.
What's like the average temperature?
Right now, 20s, low 20s. So.
Yeah.
It's warming up.
How long when does it really start warming up? How long does the winter last there?
Probably mid-April is when it'll start. Maybe May.
Yeah, but you guys aren't like towards the end of March, like you guys are done with like the freezing. Like when you're saying warming up, you mean like 60, 70, but you guys are above, you guys are like 40, 50, like through the end of March, April.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're done with the freezing temps, I think. So.
Has it been pretty dry? Like not that much snow compared to normal? You think?
I think. Well, I wasn't really here though last winter.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they definitely got more snow this winter than last winter. I heard. So.
Yeah, I mean here in Washington, yeah, I know some people got a little dusting, but I didn't really see one snowflake.
There was one night we got 12 inches overnight.
Okay.
So.
Did it stick around?
Yeah, that's kind of what the snow is laying on the ground now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it doesn't really warm up enough to melt it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So anything that's on the ground now is just crunchy, hard snow.
Yeah.
So, have you guys noticed on, like, what is it, like Hulu, some of the, I think YouTube has it if you don't have ads, but a lot of the streaming services that have ads now, like, you have to click on which commercial you want to see, and it's like, okay, do I want to see the fucking, like, the hotel progressive, like, valet commercial, or when she's, like, interrupting the lady behind her ordering her seafood fucking cocktail, like, it's like, I don't want to click on either. Like, just play the fucking commercial and let me get back to my show.
No, it's a good choice, man.
No, I don't want a choice on a commercial.
Well, you gotta pick one.
No. No, and then what really pisses me off.
For the premium.
What pisses me off is they give you like 30 seconds to pick. Like, give me like 5 seconds and then play the goddamn commercial. Like, they give you like 30 seconds. So, like, let's say you're looking at your phone, playing a game or something, and you look up and there's still like 5, and you're like, why is it the shit? Yeah, and it's still on this, and you go, god damn. And then you gotta fumble for the remote. You gotta think about what commercial you want to watch. You don't want to watch any commercials. It's just, come on.
You gotta pick. Like,
if
you had to pick a commercial, what would it be?
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
just play the damn commercial.
No, that's how it is.
Yeah, they should give you like 5 seconds to pick, and that's it. Like, done. But yeah, it's annoying. It's just it's annoying.
I'm sure you're gonna start getting commercials in our cars and get commercials. Yeah, it's getting pretty ridiculous. Like no matter what service or app or whatever you have, it's just fucking full of commercials.
Remember when streaming first came out? That was like the plus to it was no commercials. Now you have to pay for no commercials, and then if you pay for no commercials, they still put commercials in there. They're like, oh, after this minute of commercials, you'll be commercial free for the rest of your movie. It's like, no, I pay for no ads. Why are there ads? I don't know, man. It's getting a little out of control. Like, I think we all saw that coming. I think we knew that when the streaming services first came out, like, we knew it wasn't going to last forever for the commercial free. But it's a little I don't know. It's a little disheartening knowing that, like, that was what drew us all. Like, there's a lot of, like, older people that still won't do, like, streaming services. But I would say for, like, us younger generation, like, that was the big thing that drew us to it was, man, like, we don't have to sit there and watch like 2 minutes worth of commercials like every 10 minutes, like, and now it's just as bad as cable. Like, I don't know.
So even on like YouTube, I pay, what is it, $12 a month or whatever for the premium, so I don't get the ads.
YouTube is the one app that still, like, when you pay no ads, it is no ads. I will give them that.
Yeah, but a lot of the streamers now are like, oh, let's interrupt this to. And then they have to, their sponsorships and shit like that for like a minute and a half. And it's like
Prime, Amazon Prime is like they were one of the first services along with Netflix, and now there's ads on everything that you watch, and it's like, no, I pay for the Prime subscription to like have free movies, like, and now there's ads, like, yeah, it's just crazy.
And you need 8 subscriptions anyways, right? Like,
yeah,
you got fucking Prime, you got Hulu, you got Apple TV. Peacock, Disney, Netflix, like, so you already have Apple. Like exactly because you're right. Like, it started out where there was Netflix, right, and then like TV, and now it's like there's 20 streamers, like, and you can't, and then HBO, like, you want to watch another show, it's gonna be on something you don't have, and then no matter what, so if you end up getting every service and then pay for the no ads perk, you're paying like $200-something a month.
100%.
Which is worse than cable TV ever was. With more ads. Yeah. And that's, I don't, like, I mean, have you guys heard about the stuff with like the car companies? Like having features in your car that you need to unlock with a subscription? Like
remote start and shit, or
like it'll have everything available, even performance stuff. Like like pay $10 a month to unlock 20 more horsepower.
Yeah.
You know, like it has, you know, or you want your heated seats to work? Oh yeah, $5 a month. You know what I mean? Like it has all this stuff. And you know, that's what some of these car companies are trying to do is they give you the features and then try to make you pay a subscription to unlock them. It's like, well,
Tesla's been doing that for years with their limitations on their batteries. You got the different models, and then they would unlock more battery life for, you know, mileage. But
that's a fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's ridiculous. Well, you know, Elon needs to get to $1 trillion a year, so
you're paying $100,000 for a fucking car. It should come with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I'm sorry. Like, you know, Elon isn't quite at $1 trillion yet. He's at like 900 billion. So you gotta make sure those shareholders get their money. Yeah. It's fucking nuts. Yeah, it's just. I mean, yeah, it is. Like, it's just everything is subscription now. Everything is commercialized now. It just got worse. It started out great with just Netflix. Fuck, started out great. Remember, even when they just sent you CDs for like, remember $7?
Go to Redbox and get
Redbox was good, but Netflix was $7 a month.
Yeah,
and you could get like 2 CDs at a time.
Yeah,
and as quick as you would send them back, they would send you new ones.
Yep.
Like unlimited. Like you get them back, they give you 2 new ones. Send them back, they give you 2 new ones. $7 a month. And then it just all went to shit. Like but that's how everything is right now. It's just like everything's a money maker, and
Blockbuster used to do that too. You could send them out, but
yeah.
I mean, I will say like the best part of all the technology and the streaming is, I mean, you like I said the last episode, like with as fast as you can get stuff on Amazon. I mean, shit. Sometimes you order it and like an hour later it's there. I mean. Everything has gotten like I think everything is like progressed. I would say pretty well as far as like, you know, being able to order food or groceries, or like I was saying with the medical. Like there's a lot of pluses to it, but yeah, you're right. I mean, you're paying once you get all your subscriptions. Like if I were to add up all my subscriptions, I'm probably paying about $40 to $50 a month. But I don't have live TV. Like if I was to do $100 for any other, and you can do like Sling TV. Like I hate to keep name dropping, but like Sling TV is okay, and it's like $40 a month. But you get like 20 there's not very many channels, and they're not really good channels. Like to get a decent haul of channels, you're probably looking in like the $70 to $90 range, and you might as well go to your basic, like, you might as well go to your cable, like, supplier, like, for that. I mean, it's...
Well, I think the streaming's the worst, because, like you said, like, when it comes to, like, getting food order, DoorDash, like, those don't require membership fees, first of all.
You can, but it doesn't, require.
Yeah, but they require, but it's like, hey, look, you want this stuff delivered, you're going to pay about $10 more than what the food costs. Like, that's fine, like, or more, you know, like, that's fine, like... You want it delivered, you're going to pay out the ass because you're going to have a driver, they're going to come, you're going to tip them, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's fine. And then, you know, and then I forget what else you mentioned. Like, there's some, and Amazon. Like, Amazon, we all hate Amazon. It's a conglomerate. Like, it's putting a lot of good places out. Like, it does. It's a shitty corporation. But, that being said, like...
I love Amazon.
Yeah, but, like...
Amazon, if you want to sponsor us, I will split away from Will.
But you're right. Like, it's the only, like, but you're not going to find shit cheaper, and you're not going to get shit faster. Like, they do their job. Like, and you don't have to really pay extra. Like, how cheap is an Amazon year membership? Like, it's fucking cheap, and you're still going to, if you just get it, you're still going to save more money than you would anywhere else. Like, those.
Not only that, but I use my Amazon credit card, and like every 3-4 months, I got a few extra $100 to spend. Like, it's pretty sweet, and I just pay it off. Yeah.
But that stuff, like, at least
shout out
makes
Amazon.
our lives easier.
Right.
But the streaming services you're right, it is a ripoff. Like there's too many of them. If you want to watch certain shows, you have to own like 6 of them, and they still make you fucking watch ads, even though you're paying monthly subscriptions. It's a big ripoff.
Yeah, and now you got you got football going on Amazon Prime for certain nights. You got
Disney,
you got
Right, I think YouTube
MMA is on Paramount Plus. So now they're slowly fading. They're slowly fading away from cable, which is good. So here's how customers win. Is if they can totally dismantle cable, and by that I mean like you don't have to pay for live TV. Everything is on your apps now. There's no extra subscriptions for cable. Then you could have like 5 or 6 different apps, and some of them are like $9 to $10. You could have a fair amount of apps for like $50-$60. Plus, like some of your phone bills will like give you whatever. Like I think Netflix, or I get Hulu and Apple for free. So, but like they have to fully dismantle. Like I said, MMA is going to Paramount Plus. Like they need to make it to where like NFL Sundays, like there's no football on, like everything is on the Fox app or Paramount Plus.
I mean, the good thing is that the basic channels are still like a legal requirement. Like everybody is like, even me, like I don't pay for a premium cable package. Like you know what I mean? Like like channel, or I won't say what channel, like
the local channels, so.
Like yes, like the local channels, like say. Like for us, for Seattle, it'd be King 5, Cairo 7, Q13 Fox. Like those ones are like basically required to be free. Like anybody with a cable has to get those channels.
Well, and I understand that, yeah. But what I'm saying is like Fox. There's really not like Paramount Plus. Now you can watch all the CBS games. Anything that's on CBS, you can watch on Paramount Plus. That's a benefit to like us subscribers. There's really nothing for Fox to like watch football games or whatever. NBC you can watch on Peacock.
Well, like I still watch all those on basic cable. Like I have basic.
No, but what I'm saying is when you don't like some of the channels, you have to have basic cable to be able to watch them. What I'm saying is the cable's still going to be there, but like they have to dismantle it to where there's like every show you have an option to watch it on an app, and there's like no restrictions. You don't have to have an extra cable membership. Then you're going to save money. But until they totally get everything on the apps and cables, I won't say gone. I see what I know what your point is. Not necessarily gone, but once it's like it's not required to watch all the live stuff anymore, then we'll start saving money again, or at least not saving money. We'll be back to the same amount, but
that's the problem. Their goal is not for us to save money. Theirs is to extract every little fucking dime they can from us, and that's just like life. Everything is now subscriptions. Yep. Everything is just like this way for them to just extract every red cent they can of us, and it's it gets fucking old because it's just like the cost of existing has just gone up so crazy just since like we were all we were all kids 30 years ago. Like it's crazy, man. Like just the cost it takes to exist has probably gone up 300% since when we were growing up.
So as it hasn't really shown back here, but as far as like the Iranian shit, has gas prices gone up? I've noticed like California went up.
No, not yet.
No, they were fluctuating between like $3.50 and $4.50 to $5 if you're in Seattle, and they're still about there. It is coming, but
there's gonna be a lot of stuff coming from this, just because, and it's not really so much. Well, it's because we won't get political, but just because this stuff just doesn't only affect us in Iran. Like there's a whole lot of other countries we do business with, like the Kuwait, United Arab Emirates, like all those countries that are caught up into this our countries that we buy oil. You know, obviously the Straits of Hormuz where the oil travels through. There's I mean, I can just imagine in the next coming up months, this things are going to start hitting bad for us.
Well, and let's be
where prices are like $7.50 a gallon or something.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, they're like $5 here.
Yeah, let's be honest too. You know, a lot of that's BS. Like, yeah, like they say the barrels have gone up like, I don't know, $12 or something since the whole war thing. But you know, they'll say like, oh yeah, price of barrel of oil went up X amount of dollars, and it goes up like 10%. And then you look at the pumps, and they're going up like 300%.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that just jack the prices up just because too. So I mean, it's hard to tell.
I mean, same way with tariffs. That's just how it works. Like you're right. Like we're already getting gouged, right? People are already making huge profits on every gallon we buy. Like the oil companies are making huge profits already. So you're right. Like, do they need to be making those huge profits already? No. But that being said, all of a sudden, you're right. If they start paying 10% more, we're gonna pay 20% more.
Right.
Like that's just how how it works.
I mean that ties into everything, right? I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
I want to own a gas station just so I could see how it works. Like, you know how you have you've got like corners set up where there's a gas station on like 3 out of 4 corners, and it never fails. Like their prices all go up like the same morning. Like, do they sit at a round?
Cheaper.
Yeah, do they like sit at a round table like in the AM PM basement, and they're like, all right, Chevron, all right, Shell, let's get these guys tomorrow. We're gonna jack our prices up by $1.20. AM PM, you'd be about 10 cents cheaper than us. You know, we know that your shit's cheaper. Like, I wonder if they all get together and like, you know. I don't know.
Here's what I will say, like, and here's what I like knowing. I remember this. Like, I had my best friend growing up. His mom worked at a gas station for like growing up the whole period, and I remember them talking about that. And I'm not talking about like it was a Chevron, right? That she worked at. The gas station itself, like not Chevron, but the gas station owner, the franchise owner. From what I understood, they didn't make anything off the gas.
Really?
Like the actual gas station itself would not make the gas was totally set by like Chevron, and all that money went like the owner of the gas station made almost all their money off of just like people coming in and
the
buying
convenience
stuff.
store aspect.
Yeah, like so,
I mean that would make sense because a lot of the times like you'll see on a Chevron. Like they're either the store is actually like 7-Eleven or Express grocery or whatever. So I mean it makes sense.
Before we like go in on hate on the poor owner of that gas station, like those are not the people setting the price.
No, but could you imagine? Could you imagine if they did and like you know Fred didn't sit down at the table the night before, and then you know the next day he's like $2 cheaper than the other 3, and he's just gotta he's holding up traffic on every intersection coming into his place. Like, that'd be.
No, I mean, but you're right. Like, you're right. Like, if you go into an area, usually the prices are all going to be close, right?
Yeah, they are, and it is pretty weird how that works.
Yeah, I'm sure there's someone at Big Oil, and their job is literally that's literally their job is to be structuring it because you don't want to be. You don't want to be undercutting, so you're making less, and you don't want to be higher, so no one goes to your gas station. Like, there's definitely someone's job it is just to set gas prices per station.
I want to pull up to a gas station, and they're, like, out there waving, like, you know, the fucking spinny signs, and they're, like, $2 off every gallon of gas today, like one of those, like, blowout sales. Like, well, I wish it, you know.
Have you seen the times where they, like, whoever, like, the gas station screwed it up, and they put, like... But like they put .499 a gallon instead of .99, and there's all these people with like tanks in their back. They all have like their flatbeds full of giant fuel tanks, just filling everything up. Like those people.
Dude, I still remember when I started driving, and you probably remember this too. There was like, so when I started driving, I want to say gas was around like 150, 160 a gallon, and there was one point when I was like a junior in high school. And so that would have been 2001-ish. and prices dipped below $1. I want to say it was like 99 cents. It was incredible. It wasn't much lower than $1, but prices dipped for like a few weeks. And I remember I was filling up, and like one of my buddies was with me. And the reason I remember this is because he said, "Remember that. You'll never see that again." And I don't know how he knew that. Like, I think he was just fucking full of shit. It got lucky, but it was like it was on. Never again did I see a price under $1. It was crazy.
Shortage, because I know weren't gas stations running out of gas at one point.
Well, no, they would have had the surplus rather than a shortage if it went down that much in price.
I remember. I think I remember that time, like you guys were talking about. Like it seemed like it got really expensive, and then it got way cheaper for a little bit. And I forget what was going on. But you know what? I mean, it's funny. You hear people like talking, like from the 50s, be like, "Oh yeah, I remember when gas was like 50 cents." And I'm like, "Well, shit."
Right.
Yeah.
Like in the 50s, in 2000, it was like $1.50. So
right.
it went up $1. And now what? In the last 20 years, it's gone up another like $4, $3. Yeah, like it's just that's what's crazy. It's like, oh no, it didn't go up another $1 in 25 years. It like literally quadrupled, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, but it's like our wages have not quadrupled. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not making $80 an hour. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just crazy how everything's getting.
Yeah. No, my grandpa told me a crazy story. Like, and I can't, and it's been so long. I mean, he passed away in 2002, so it's been a long time. I'll probably butcher the story, but I don't know the exact figures, but him and 3 of his friends, I think, from Minnesota, when they graduated high school, they took a senior trip down to California, road trip, and he said they went there and back, and I think it was like hotel, everything. Their whole trip was like $50. And maybe it was $50 per person, but I could have swore he said $50 total. I might be butchering that, but it would make sense. Like back then,
Yeah.
But like that's incredible to think about. Like, you might cover your gas to go 400 miles with $50, and that's it. Like, I mean, yeah.
And it's not just gas; it's just everything.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like even like housing prices. Like my parents bought or built our house in that small town on an island for like I think it was $150. If it was like right now, if it were the same house built like brand new, it would probably be like $6, $7, maybe more, $100,000, and it's just like, man, it's just crazy. Like, which is what it is. It's just crazy how much more expensive things have gotten, and it's crazy the difference of like wages. You know what I mean? Like, we're all 20 years older. We're all making more than we ever, we're all making more than we were in our 20s, right? We're doing a little bit better, but it's nothing compared to just how much more expensive everything's gotten. It's just insane.
Well, and the other thing too is that, like you talk about like things in perspective, and like increase in prices. Think of the increase in technology. Like, we went, before our time, they went years with like, I don't know what, like electricity, phone, and then landlines, and then slowly stuff got, probably integrated more and more with like new construction, and like I say, the electricity and stuff, and in houses and stuff like that. And then what, like in the 80s, like, or 70s or 60s, whenever microwaves came out and TVs, like it was kind of a slow progress. And then if you think back to like when we were graduating high school, like 2002, when like, or like a little before that, when like cell phones first started coming out, home computers, and in the last, what would that be? Last probably 30 years, it's been, astronomical. Like if you like, talk about Demolition Man. If you were frozen in 1995 and then thawed back out, and like now, you'd be like, holy shit! Like it's been unlike anything else, I think, in time. I would say.
And that was a weird thing. I think like you're talking about, like that whole 2000. It seems like everything went down. Like, remember, like computers came out and they were super expensive.
Yeah.
And everything. Like, and then it went way down. They're like, oh, now they're mass producing them. It's not that special. And you can get computers cheap, TVs cheap, everything cheap. And then they're like, wait a minute. Like, we could just sell for cheap, or we could like be like, oh, it's the special. You know what I mean? Like, and like it was like it used to be when everything would get kind of started out, it would get expensive, and then it would get cheap and affordable for everything.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm the most technologically fucking. I don't even know what you would say, like inept person there. Like I'm not. Like I just figured out the other day. This has been going on for years, ever since, even before I bought this new car. With my last car, I would be listening to the radio, like there'd be like an interesting part or whatever, a song I'd be kind of bopping along to, whatever, and then my my voice activation would kick on, and it'd be like, "What would you like to do?" And I'm like, "Motherfucker!" Like, no, I didn't click the button. Like, I thought you had to click like the mouth button, like for you to speak to it. Well, then I realized there was a commercial on one day, and it said, "Hey Google," and it kicked on. Oh. I didn't know I could like just say, "Hey Google," and it would kick on the voice activation. I thought I had to press a button. So that's how bad I am with technology. I mean, it's taken me a year and a half to figure that out, and probably even longer. Well, but anyways,
it's listening. That's why when you start talking about something in your car, all of a sudden you start getting ads for that same thing.
Yeah.
And you're like, I never searched for that. I was literally just talking on my phone to Will, and now all of a sudden I get like 30 advertisements for whatever the fuck we were talking about. Like, it's like, it's just insane, man.
I remember, like, I think we walked past a payphone bank or something with your girls, and I was like, what the heck is that? Like, that's where the payphone.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the old, like, oh, I gotta call my parents to pick them up, and you don't want to pay, so you just be like, hey, it's Will, pick me up, I'm ready. And then just like,
with collect.
Yeah. Will you accept a collect call from, hey, it's Will, I'm ready, come pick me up?
Yeah.
Like, nope. They just hang up. And go,
I used to call my mom collect all the time at work, and she gets so mad. She's like, that cost us money. And I'm like, who cares? And she's like, no, it cost my work money. I'm like, huh? I never understood the concept of that, but man, and then you had like a pager. Like I had a pager. I had a pager for like a year before I got my first cell phone. Like, talk about inconvenient. Like, you'd get a fucking alert from some phone number. Half the time you didn't even know whose number it was. There was no contact list on your pager. And, then you'd go call it, and then it was just so fucking stupid.
Well, the good thing, that was before, like, I don't know, that was before spam calls. Like, back then, because I had a pager too. Like, if I got a page, it was usually from someone I knew, even if I didn't recognize his number. Like, I don't remember back then getting, like even today, like I have a work phone, I have a personal phone. I swear to God, like I'm getting, 2 or 3, 4 phone calls a day on both those that are spam junk crap, and it's just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't remember ever having that in the 2000s. Those didn't exist.
Just shopping for insurance, and then my phone's getting blown up by 20 different insurance companies. It's like, what the
hell?
Yeah. Well, it's like, like we bought a house last year. All of a sudden, we both, like, mortgage companies start calling us. And it's like, did I put my name on a fucking list? Like, I don't remember. It's like, how did just us getting a mortgage just send out our info into the ether to be like, call these people asking them to refinance? Like, it's just, everything you do, your phone, your number, anything you sign up for or whatever, your number is now on a list, and you will start getting calls related to that. It's just,
it's the way of the world.
What a shitty time we're living. I mean, like, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I just have a lot of nostalgia. I know we sound like old farts talking about the good old days, but it's hard to explain to you.
There's a when you had to print out a direction.
Yep.
I was gonna say there's some positives nowadays. Like, God, man, you get lost and you're like all fucked up. You're pissed off. Like, I mean, there's good and there's bad. There's good and there's bad. I can remember my first job out of high school. Not my McDonald's experience or toy experience. But my first real job, I was driving for an electrical outfit, and so I'd go to job sites and drop off like stuff. And my boss was like, I had to go to Seattle, and anybody that's ever been to Seattle, or I guess probably New York or anywhere else, I'm sure they probably got the same thing.
Big cities,
big city, it's a lot of one ways and it's hard to navigate. And I remember he sent me out, and that was when MapQuest was like the big thing. You printed up your directions, and like before that, you were really screwed with your street map. And anyways, I go, where's my directions? And he goes, if you're gonna work here, you got to be able to figure it out. I'm like, well, I mean, I'm in this flatbed loaded with all this shit, and like, I'm already uncomfortable. Like, it's my first time driving like a flatbed truck, and I'm in Seattle trying to figure out where the hell to go. I don't know. I don't even know how I found it. I think I had a cell phone. I think cell phones were just becoming popular then, or whatever, or more accessible. But yeah, that was not fun. Like,
well, yeah, I 100% agree. Like the MapQuest, like Jared was talking about, like, yeah, you'd have like 10 pages, right? Because you'd only have like two partly because there'd be like an ad on the bottom part. So you'd have pages and pages.
And then you have directions.
Yes. But the second, but you made a wrong turn and you're off of your like planned route, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now you're looking for the last street just to get back on that so you can continue the directions. But you're right. Like I will say, like, I will say, like, navigation and like the Google Maps or like a map, Google Maps, all those map things are, and like now how they'll be like they'll let you know of upcoming like speed traps or traffic. Like that is definitely technology. Like that's a plus. Like that's one of the good things. I still feel like there's a lot more negatives to where we are now, and things are a lot more expensive. But navigation now is like that's a win. Like
even
compared to 20 years ago.
Even like the separate Garmin stations that people used to have. I mean, they're
yep. Garmin was the first to have navigation. You were the shit if you had Garmin navigation in your car. Or what was the other one? Nav something. But yeah, they were competitors. That's another thing that I thought of the other day too, and I forgot to bring up. I think I actually thought of it before our last podcast. I never brought up was. It's incredible to think back to like on like competing technologies. Like think of like when the Laserdisc came out. I remember my buddy's parents bought one, and they were like, "This is no." This was before DVD, so Laserdisc and DVD were like
the big one, the big Laserdisc.
I honestly can't remember. I think they were a little bit bigger.
There was one that was after VHS and before DVD.
Yeah.
But
it only lasted like a year.
Years. Yeah. It was like a big CD.
Yeah, and they're like, this is the cutting edge, and then like a year later, they're like, they don't even make Laserdisc anymore.
Yeah. I remember telling my dad, "Oh, we gotta get this, Dad. It's a new thing. It's gonna take over." And he's like, "Why don't we just wait this one out a little bit?" Sure enough, it was gone.
But like Sega CD, Dreamcast, those went bye to Xbox and PlayStation eventually. I think PlayStation actually won that one. But it's kind of funny, like when you think back, there's been a lot of like 4K. Remember when it was? Or was it? I don't think it was 4K. It was something. Blu-ray had a competitor, and he either Ultra HD maybe, I can't remember, but there was something. But so like people are like, you were looking in the stores and you're like, Blu-ray or this one. Right. Like, which one's going to last longer? And so many people bought, like, the other ones, and then, like, in a year, they're, like, not even making movies on them anymore. Like talk about a waste of money, but there's been so many of those over the years where you kind of forget, but, yeah.
Well, and that's another thing right now, I think, is, like, you can buy something but not actually own it. Like, and I know, like, I'm not a gamer or anything, but I know, like, people that use Steam and, like people, anytime you buy a digital copy, you buy it, right? Like you're paying to own it, but you own a digital copy, which means if they stop supporting that, like you don't have a physical cartridge to stick in your game console.
No,
like exactly. And that's what's crazy too, is like you can buy something but not really own it, and that's kind of a shitty thing about today too.
That's why I've recently looked at PlayStation 5s, kind of like I can't get over that. I don't like that. I don't like somebody else. Now, I guess I'll do it on like Amazon Prime. Like I'll buy a movie for like $20, and if they ever get rid of it or something or whatever, and I can't watch it, but I can't spend $600 on a console. Yeah. And then $60-$70 if they're even that amount. They're probably even more now. I don't know if they're $70-$80. But for a game that, if they just decide like, oh, we're just gonna come out with a new technology and just get rid of this.
But that being said, like even if you pay $20 for a movie and you own it, you should be able to play that for the rest of your goddamn life. You know what I mean? Like, I get it's not a big deal because it's $20, but the idea of it is you should own something. You should be able to own it.
No, I agree with you. I guess what I'm saying is it's more stomachable. Like, you can stomach it.
But
like
that's sad that we're like, oh, it's only $20 I'm throwing away instead of hundreds. But yeah, like it's just sad that that's the better option.
Yeah.
Well, we're at about an hour and 15. I think we've old man ranted quite a bit, but all that stuff.
I'm gonna go eat some supper.
Supper. Ladies and gentlemen, they eat supper in the Midwest in North Dakota. No, can you maybe just tell the viewers what supper is? Because like I know myself, like I think of supper as dinner. I've also heard some people call supper. I've heard in some places supper is actually more like lunch. And then there's dinner.
No, dinner is lunch.
Dinner is lunch.
Dinner is lunch back here.
Okay, that's where I'm confused. So, like...
I mean, people say lunch or dinner for lunch.
So you have, like, breakfast, dinner, and then supper?
Yeah.
Potentially, that's crazy to me.
You think you're stumped? Like, imagine being a 5 or 6 year old kid. We'd go back and visit every summer. And, like, when in my younger years, I could not get over that. Like, we'd go back there and be like... They'd be setting the table, and they're like, it's almost dinner time, and I'm like, it's fucking noon. Like, what are we talking about here? Yeah, man, just right over your head. Like,
yeah. Dinner meaning lunch is just blows my mind. Like, supper's fine. Like, when I hear the word supper, I think of dinner.
Yeah.
But for dinner to then be lunch, it just that boggles
my mind. But people have different, like, so I'll tell you this story before we get going, because it's kind of on that plane, I guess. So in California, me and my buddy Dan were down there when I think we were probably sophomores or juniors. We went down to go to Disneyland or something for the weekend with his mom, and so we're at the hotel and we're gonna try to. I don't know, go find the vending machines and get some snacks or whatever. So we're walking around and we can't find them, and we pass a police officer, and I don't know if he's just there kind of patrolling or whatever, but he looks at me and he's like, "You guys looking for something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, do you know where the pop machines are?" And he's like, "What'd you say to me?" And I'm like, "The pop machines." Like, I mean, and he's like, "What did you like?" You can tell he's getting pissed. I'm like, "What the fuck am I saying? Like, what am I doing wrong?" And I'm like, "Soda, like Coke." And he's like, "Oh," he's like, "I thought you said the pop machines." Like, he said, "We don't say pop around here." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "We say soda." And so I don't know if that's a California thing or if that guy was just like fucking with me, but
no,
like
you know what's interesting is it's changed because like yeah, we all grew up here. It used to be pop, but now I even feel like in Washington, I feel like we've switched to soda. Like even now, I know more people that say soda. But you're right. Growing up, it used to be pop. Like it'd be a pop party, like where everybody be soda.
Soda was like more of a southern thing, wasn't it? Like.
I don't know, but all I know is at that point, pot was illegal in all U.S. states.
Like the southern central thing is where you just say pep or was it Coke?
Or Coke, yeah.
Yeah, like where if you want to like if you go somewhere like I forget like in the Midwest or South, you ask for a Coke, they're gonna be like, what kind? And you'd be like, oh, Sprite. Yeah. Like what the fuck is that? Like,
see, that would be confusing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What kind of Coke do you want? Oh, a Dr. Pepper. Yeah. Like no, seriously. Like that's what like a soda mean is. I think it's Coke, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Coke is what you order down there. So
yeah, it's all weird. I mean, because we'd always call it pop at our house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we ever said was pop.
Growing up, but it did.
We never said soda.
I think as more people moved here, it started switching to soda, like just from my circles. But yeah, growing up, it was always pop for me. Too.
Yeah.
I think North Dakota, everything I remember from North Dakota and growing up here in Washington, it was always pop, yeah.
We always said pop, yeah.
But yeah, I almost got arrested looking for the weed machine, I guess. So
He's like, you want pot?
He's like,
he was not happy. He was not happy with me until he found out I was
we don't sell that shit here.
oh.
Well, I think we got an hour and 20 minutes. Jared, thank you for showing up. We appreciate having you as a third. Sure. Yeah. And please, everybody, we're gonna get more caught up in all our episodes coming up. Try to get some shorts up. So we encourage everybody to comment, like, subscribe, let your friends know. And we're just gonna keep pumping these out, right, Joey?
Yeah, and don't be shy. Share that content. Is that what you say these days? I don't know what you say. I'm really not a YouTube.
Like, share, subscribe. Yeah.
Thank you, Jared.
Yeah, share, subscribe.
When Joey
comment.
says, share that content, you may sound like a bad
Yeah.
Just show us a little content, man. Just show us
a little content.
Yeah, show us your content.
Yeah.
If I'm not allowed on next week, it's because they took me down because they think I'm a bestiality guy after my comment about Will's dog. So.
Oh, great.
It's been fun.
That came out in the algorithm. Okay. Anyways,
this video will be our most commented video yet. Oh, I love it. We're like, what the fuck?
That'd be great. Someone is just a little, someone describing.
Be sure to make that a short, Will.
Yeah, thank you. I'll make
bring
sure
the people in. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll talk to you next week.